Anybody can get their identity stolen, but a new analysis of complaints to the Federal Trade Commission suggests you might be more likely to become an ID theft victim if you live in certain neighborhoods around the Bay Area. Action News I-Team investigator Jackie Calloway tells us about one such victim and if your zip code is one of the hot spots.
Like a lot of college students, Jesu Anthony worries about paying ever higher tuition bills. But the USF senior had a more expensive bill to pay just a couple of years ago after his identity was stolen.
They spent, I think, at least around $1,000. And of course, I was 18. I didn't really have a good job, so it took a really long time for me to pay it off, and it really damaged my credit in the end.
ID theft is booming in the Bay Area, and you may be partially at fault.
I have the junk mail that comes in, and instead of shredding it, I just throw it in the garbage can. Well, when those pre-approved credit card applications come in, they've got all of your data on them.
The Action News I-Team and Scripps Howard News Service discovered over the past 5 years, stolen credit card information in the Bay Area was the leading cause of identity theft, which is no surprise to Ann Wallace with the Identity Theft Assistance Center.
The criminals have figured out that this is an easy way to make money.
Thieves often use your stolen identity to open charge accounts and also find ways to steal your existing credit card numbers. The second most common type of ID theft involves the theft of your Social Security numbers.
We know that there are certain issues with tax refund fraud, where thieves either steal tax returns and try to cash them or otherwise pose as taxpayers to try to get legitimate taxpayers' refunds.
And the Federal Trade Commission data reveals 3 communities in the Bay Area with the most complaints about various types of identity theft. All 3 in Hillsborough County, the area around USF, Egypt Lake, and East Tampa. Detective Kevin Bodie, who's been investigating financial fraud for 20 years, says there are ways to protect yourself.
Shredding is the quickest and the easiest way to dispose of the information that you don't want to get into somebody else's hands.
And Bodie suggests the first thing you do once you discover your identity has been stolen is to contact the creditors, even before calling the FTC or local law enforcement.
The credit card companies will not give us information. We're not you. So you have to be the one that starts that ball rolling.
Jesu Anthony says his experience with ID theft taught him an expensive lesson in protecting his credit record.
I got rid of all my credit cards, but now obviously I have to redevelop that credit and everything like that to repair it.
Jackie Calloway, ABC Action News.
And to fight ID theft, ABC Action News is teaming up with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, the Clearwater Police Department, ProShred Security, and WQYK to host our 2nd annual Operation Shredding. The event happens tomorrow, Saturday, April 16th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can bring financial records that you wish to throw away to any of the Westfield shopping centers in Countryside, Citrus Park, or Brandon, and they will shred them for you. Keep in mind there is a 5-box limit.